I'll be remembered, but will you? Bill McDonald's the baddest that I would turn to. CEO with the shit that's a dope motherfucker. He'll always win, there's no going under. The top of the crown resting on his head. The beast is alive, he'll never be dead. If he dreamt before, bring it back to life. Push harder for it, let us survive. Show courage and strength, it's okay to be scared, but don't let it stop you, always stay prepared. Bill Showman School, they're just not beginning. Winners fucking win, losers talk about winning.
Welcome to the Bearded Beast Show. My name is Bill, and I am the Bearded Beast. We're going to give you some real talk today. My real talk? Never believe your own legend. You're probably asking, what exactly does that mean? Well, let me share a little story with you. Some time ago, I was standing in line to check into a very nice hotel. In front of me, in line, was a very attractive woman in her early 30s. There was a man in front of her at the counter, so she was second in line and I was third. I observed the woman. She was very put together, clearly worked out, took care of herself. She was nicely dressed, had very nice black hair. She was tan. She wore a Birkin bag, Louboutin shoes, and had a very expensive watch. She wasn't wearing a wedding ring, so I figured she was somewhat independently financially successful. When she got to the counter, they didn't have her room ready. And guess what happened? You would have thought the world was about to come to an end. This lady berated the poor desk clerk for a legitimate 2 minutes. It was unbelievable how rude and condescending she was. She literally told this kid she could buy the hotel. As I stood there listening to the lady go on and on, I was thinking to myself, how could this lady be self-made and still be behaving like this? Surely along the way, she must have bartended or waited tables or took out trash or did one of the million other jobs we do that we have to do along the way. And even if she hadn't, what was her problem? It was just rude. She was way overly pissed off for the context of the situation. But I was confused because that's not typical behavior from financially successful people who have fucking earned it. All my truly successful friends have the most amount of respect for others. They are the most humble with the least ego. And that is no coincidence, trust me. To be great, you have to be able to constantly get better. To constantly get better, you have to be able to learn. To learn, you must admit you don't know. And that requires humility. This is why you see so many people get some success in life and then lose it later. They get cocky. They stop learning. They are the expert now. They start believing their own news clippings. They start believing their own legend. They start believing they are entitled to the good life and start treating people as if they are below them. Like this lady. This is how people behave right before they fall. These people always lose, eventually. Truly successful people understand where the line is. They understand it's okay to live a big life. They understand it's okay to drive a nice car and pretend you're the shit. But they always know they ain't all that. Never forget where you came from. Never forget what it's like to be broke. Never forget what it's like to work a normal job. Never forget that people deserve basic respect. And never forget anything can go back to the way it was at any given second. So don't get too attached. And most of all, never believe your own legend. Most legends aren't true. Oh, and for the good-looking rich woman from earlier, I saw her that night outside the hotel, making out with a man who was wearing a perfectly tailored three-piece suit and a $500,000 watch. They were being driven in a Rolls-Royce Phantom. Clearly, this dude was very wealthy. And he was also about 85 years old. So I thought to myself, no wonder she was so pissed off.
I'll be remembered, but will you? From McDonald's, the baddest that I would turn to. CEO with the shit that's a dope motherfucker. He'll always win, there's no going under. At the top of the crown, resting on his head. The beast is alive, he'll never be dead. If he dreamt before, bring it back to life. Push harder for it, let us survive. Show courage and strength, it's okay to be scared. But don't let it stop you, always stay prepared. Build someone's school, they're just not beginning. Winners fucking win, losers talk about winning.